Do you notice we always ask for things, we constantly want things, and we're never satisfied with the things that we have right now? And the reason behind that is because we're already aware of how good we're gonna feel once we get there, once we get to that thing we want. And today I'm gonna show you this very effective technique.
It's gonna change your life.
And you're probably aware, you probably know what it is. It's the law of attraction. If you don't know what the law of attraction is, it's this manifestation technique that brings your desires to reality.
Go with the brothers, boo, you know how we do.
All it is, the law of attraction, it's really just you're having a moment with yourself. It's a communication between the conscious and subconscious mind. So when you're having your moment with yourself, you're bringing in faith, and that's gonna bring up your self-confidence. And once you have a high self-confidence, you're gonna attract positive things in your life. That's why you attract your desires by bringing up your self-confidence. And I was doing the law of attraction like earlier today, or a couple days ago actually, and I was realizing that, man, it's really like all those religious people praying to God. The only difference is that you are worshiping this higher being, this higher entity that's superior to yourself. And you're comparing your own worth to this higher power because there's always going to be a being that's superior than you, and you're actually lowering your self-confidence instead of bringing it up. They're actually having a moment with themselves. And when you say God that you're talking about, it's this frequency that's full of unconditional love and bliss that is in our hearts, and not this being that's separated from us. Because when you worship another entity, you cause a separation. It creates this illusion of duality instead of understanding that the God you're referring to is just this light being that remains in your heart. From the age of 0 to 7, you are downloading files. Like, on a computer, you're downloading files. Well, throughout your entire childhood, from 0 to 7, that's what you were doing. Your subconscious mind was just downloading these files, and after the age of 7, these files remain in the subconscious. They are stored. That's why everything that happened during your childhood will stay with you even in adulthood. And if you had an unstable childhood, these traumatic period will show up eventually in your adulthood. And that's why it's important to reprogram the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind only operates in the present moment. So you trick your mind as though you already have this thing that you want. So whatever you ask for, that's because you know that these things will bring you happiness. So you have to act as though you have this particular feeling as of right now, in this present instant. And by doing so, you're tricking your mind by thinking that you are tuning to that frequency. I mentioned it in my previous video, in my video about parallel realities. When you tune to a particular frequency, it brings you the reality that you want, the reality with high vibrational frequencies. So whenever you see the quote, fake it till you make it, that's no coincidence, girl. Like, fake it till you make it. It's because you gotta pretend that particular feeling to really reprogram your subconscious mind to really tune with that frequency. Talk to yourself. Every day when you wake up, do that daily manifestation where you just look at yourself in the mirror and communicate with yourself. Also, to fake it till you make it. If you're sad and you want to be happy, you gotta tune with that happy frequency by looking at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm happy. Don't say, I wish I was happy, I want to be happy, because that's the ego taking over. We don't want that to happen because we don't want the ego to take over. So by saying that we're happy, I'm powerful, you are bringing in faith in yourself, and you are acting as though it's in the present moment, so you are indeed tuning with that frequency. And by force of doing it and talking to yourself every day, your subconscious mind will pick on what your conscious mind has been sending to the subconscious mind, and you will indeed be feeling happy because you are tuning with that happiness frequency. And you see, the law of attraction is really a teamwork process between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. you know what? It's okay to be religious. If you want to live your life seriously and compare yourself to a higher entity, that's totally fine. But the only problematic thing is that you're causing
a separation
between you and God, and there is no teamwork because you are putting all your responsibilities on God. But when it's a teamwork process between the subconscious or conscious mind, or if you're spiritual like me, you know it's 50% the soul, 50% the universe, but you also know that you're the universe. Because again, you know how they say we are children of God? That's because the conscious mind is a student of the subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind is at the seat of everything. And when I said the seat of everything, that's because it's like the mastermind the conscious mind is trying to get to. The same thing with the soul and the universe. You know you're the universe because you know that the God, this love that we're all attached to, is in our hearts. Guys, like no wonder heart and love are connected together like a heart. It's because it stays within our hearts. I'm gonna run through it step by step, the things I do to manifest my desires. First thing I like to do is I look in the sky because the sky contains high vibrations. And also it's a good way also to look in the sun. When you sun gaze, it brings a lot of health benefits. I should make a video on the sun gazing and the benefits. But anyway, so I look in the sky in a global way as I was looking at myself, and I say things such as good things are coming my way, that there's a good things, I'm powerful. You know, you kind of just bring in that faith. And at the same time, you gotta avoid using words such as, I wish I could have this, or I really want this, or I hope this happens. Because every time you imply the the subconscious won't even absorb your message, won't even intake it. Because again, like I said, the subconscious only operates in the present moment. So it's important to be in the present moment to really fake it till you make it once again. Also avoid words of negation. You see, negative words such as don't or not, those are low vibrational frequency words, and your subconscious or your higher mind, whatever you want to call it, has high vibrations. It don't have time for those low vibrations. It won't even intake those words. Also, perceive your manifestation as though someone was saying it to you. Because once again, words contain vibrations, vibrational frequencies, and whenever you are doing the manifestation, you are displaying waves. You are displaying waves to the universe or to the subconscious mind, whatever you want to interpret it as. But when you're sending those waves, it is important to feel the words that are coming out of your mouth, to really just deeply breathe in and breathe out and feel the words. So the next step is visualization. Visualizing is very essential in the law of attraction because would you rather have your friends send you a long ass letter about their vacation? Would you rather just send you a quick video of like 4 to 5 minutes? It'd be much more quicker and effective to just receive a video, am I right? Well, it's the same thing with visualization. When you are talking, when you are verbally expressing your thoughts, you are talking in words, and your subconscious absorbs those words, but when you visualize, you are automatically just sending thoughts to your subconscious mind. It's a much more immediate, quicker way for your subconscious to really work with you and give those opportunities, to bring those opportunities in your life. And when you visualize, let's say that you want a scooter, for example. Instead of just visualizing the object, visualizing the scooter, visualize yourself getting that scooter and the happiness or that feeling, that particular feeling that you're getting. Because as you visualize how you feel, you're tricking your subconscious mind into thinking that you are already having that thing. A lot of people forget this step, and that's probably why the law of attraction isn't working for you right now, and that's the release part. You're forgetting to just release, because yes, words have vibrational frequencies, but for the universe or the subconscious mind, whatever you want to interpret it as, the universe to really hear you out, you gotta just release them thoughts by letting go. When I visualize and I do the release part, I like to just close my eyes and I imagine as though vibrations are actually coming out of my body. And that's the release part. and make sure that you do it every time that you're manifesting for the universe to really get the message that you are giving. Because once again, there's no such thing such as a coincidence. You gotta let go thinking that coincidences are here, because energy, vibrations are an in and out process, a take in, take out. Whatever you display, you are getting in return that exact form of energy. And it's the same thing in synchronicities. You know, when you're thinking about a song or you're thinking about someone, and then that same song will play on the radio as soon as you think about it, or that same person that you were thinking about will just text you. That's called
synchronicity.
And that's because when you are thinking, you are displaying thoughts, just like a radio. Like I said in my previous video about parallel realities, when you are listening to the radio, there are radio waves coming out of the radio. Well, it's the same thing when you are thinking. Waves of thoughts, which are much more powerful and much more longer than radio waves, will actually connect to the universe for that same energy to come back to you. Thank yourself, thank the universe, just in order to facilitate the tuning part, to tune into a frequency. Always let the universe, let your mind know that you are grateful for being alive. Because once again, your thoughts create your reality. If you're thinking negatively, you are vibrating at a low level. And the only way to tune in at a high level, it's not by watching TV, doing drugs, drinking alcohol. It's not by external factors. Y'all have to understand, happiness comes from within, because once again, the highest frequency comes in the heart, because we are all light beings that is just having a human experience. To really reach for that, for the highest energy, you gotta look within yourself. If you're vibrating at a low level, the only way you can raise your vibration, because happiness contains high vibration, and if you have low vibrations, change your mindset, change your thoughts. Because as soon as you change your mindset, you are tuning for that happiness, because happiness has high vibrations. Faking it till you make it, you are wiring the brain to have your subconscious mind communicate with you and bring opportunities that will make you raise your vibration for you to be happy consistently. So I forgot to mention this, but also if you don't know how to change your thoughts, you're like, Tina, well, how do I change my mindset? How do I become positive? Well, first, be aware of your negative thoughts. Be aware of the way you're thinking so that you can change them by distracting yourself constantly. Because once you wake up, every day when you wake up, and let's say you have this really bad habit of wanting to smoke, you're like, oh shit, I really want to smoke, instead of listening to your ego, because that's the ego taking over. Well, distract yourself, because you're creating this bubble, right? Every day. You're creating this bubble, and every time you get out of that bubble, which is getting out of your comfort zone, you are creating a new bubble which raises your vibration. Because every new experience that you try, you are indeed tuning for a new frequency. So if you stay in the same bubble, your vibration won't change. But if you stay out, if you try new things, just go outside. Literally go outside. If you never go outside in the morning, go outside for a run. And once you do that activity, once you do perform the running or whatever you want to do outside, you won't even remember that you wanted to go smoke until you do remember and you're like, oh shit, I wanted to smoke. You have to understand that your mind is only functioning in the present. So whatever thought you have, the more you distract yourself, the more you're gonna forget that you even had that thought in the beginning. So keep on distracting yourself and keep on being aware of the negative pattern that you're constructing for you to just change your thoughts. Thank you for watching this video, guys. My name is Tina. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below if this video was helpful.